Understanding Jesus' authority over the Sabbath. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus makes the profound declaration, "The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." Mark 2:28. This statement has intrigued theologians and believers alike, raising the fundamental question: if Jesus was not divine, how could he claim such authority? Through this video, we will explore the depth of this declaration, its implications, and how it reveals the true nature of Jesus. To understand Jesus' claim, we must first examine the Sabbath's origins and its pivotal role in Jewish religious life. Instituted by divine command, the Sabbath serves as a day of rest and worship, a sacred time set apart each week. For the Jews, it is not merely a tradition, but a cornerstone of their covenant with God, reflecting creation's rhythm and God's rest on the seventh day. Throughout history, Sabbath observance became increasingly governed by detailed laws aimed at preserving its sanctity. These regulations, intended as guidelines, often transformed into a rigid set of rules that overshadowed the day's intended spirit of peace and reflection. Within this rigid framework, Jesus' declaration in Mark 2:28 emerges as a bold assertion, challenging established norms. By calling himself Lord of the Sabbath, Jesus doesn't just claim authority over a set of rules. He asserts his supremacy over a divinely instituted tradition. Such a claim naturally provoked controversy, questioning the boundaries between human and divine authority. This declaration must be considered within the broader context of Jesus' ministry, where he often reinterpreted or fulfilled the laws in surprising ways. His statement suggests an authority that transcends human leaders and even religious laws established by God, hinting at his divine nature. To fully appreciate Jesus' proclamation, we explore the prevailing interpretation of Sabbath laws by the Pharisees during his time. For the Pharisees, the Sabbath laws were clear, a day of rest that forbade an extensive list of activities, all strictly observed. For them, maintaining these traditions was integral to Jewish identity and faithfulness to God. In contrast, Jesus continually challenged these interpretations through his actions and teachings. For instance, he healed the sick on the Sabbath, drawing criticism and accusations of law-breaking. Yet, Jesus' actions and teachings aimed not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it by returning to its intended spirit, a day meant for rest, healing, and renewal. Jesus' healings and miracles performed on the Sabbath highlight his different perspective. Each act was not only a demonstration of compassion, but also served as a powerful teaching moment. Through these acts, Jesus emphasized the Sabbath's original intent, meeting human needs and enhancing life. When Jesus healed on the Sabbath, he showcased an understanding that the Sabbath laws were made for humanity's benefit and not the other way around. In doing so, he was not just bending the rules, but realigning them with their divine purpose, showing that mercy, grace, and compassion hold precedence over ritualized rule. Following. What does it mean for Jesus to be the Lord of the Sabbath? This claim carries profound theological implications that underscore his divine nature. By positioning himself as one with authority over a divinely instituted law, Jesus aligns himself with God, who alone commands such authority. Jesus did not merely interpret the law as other prophets might have, he transcended it, demonstrating a unique relationship with God. Scriptural support for this divine aspect is abundant, as his life and teachings consistently revealed a nature, both human and divine, integral to Christian understanding of his identity. Central to Jesus' teachings was the restoration of the Sabbath's true spirit, a day of joy, rest, and reflection. He emphasized principles of compassion and human necessity over strict, legalistic adherence. By shifting focus from what was forbidden to what was beneficial, Jesus realigned observance with the day's original purpose set forth at creation. human needs come first, was a revolutionary concept. Through his actions, Jesus demonstrated that the Sabbath should be life-giving rather than burdensome, a day to express God's love and compassion. This approach revolutionized the spiritual practice, opening a new understanding of religious observance. Jesus' enduring legacy involves liberation and renewal, themes intricately connected to his actions on the Sabbath. His willingness to challenge restrictive interpretations signifies his broader mission to free humanity from the shackles of legalism and unnecessary traditions. His life symbolized spiritual renewal, not confined to the reform of the Sabbath alone, but extending to all of religious life. In addressing the Sabbath laws, Jesus ventured beyond mere observance, seeking the spiritual freedom of followers to engage deeply and sincerely in their faith. His approach encouraged believers to see the laws as a means to an end, enhancing the relationship between humanity and God, emphasizing love, charity, and mercy above all else. In conclusion, Jesus' declaration as Lord of the Sabbath invites us to a deeper understanding of his identity and mission. Through his teachings and actions, he emphasized the harmonious relationship between divine commandments and compassionate practice, underscoring the richness of a faith rooted in love, not legalism. By stepping back and reflecting on Jesus' life and teachings, we gain a greater appreciation of his transformative role, one that extends beyond historical context to inspire personal faith and spiritual renewal. We invite you, the viewer, to ponder on Jesus' transformative role and authority further. How do his teachings invite us to deepen our faith? In what ways can we embody the spirit of the Sabbath in our daily lives, embracing its values of rest, compassion, and spiritual reflection? Our call to you is to explore your understanding of Jesus' authority and its implications in your life. As we delve into these profound insights, may we emerge with a greater appreciation of the depth of his mission and its eternal relevance.